everyone, how are we today? Just doing a quick all signs reading today. We're going to be looking at your person, how they truly see you, whether that be, seeing you the way that they see you as the qualities they see in you, or how they feel towards you. We'll sort of see what comes out for every sign. Make sure you do leave a comment on the video so you can go in the draw for that free personal reading. Do need to subscribe as well to make sure you're updated when that is drawn. That's going through November, so any video in November, leave a comment, you will go in the draw for that. And today I'm using the telepathy oracle cards as well as the lustrous lenormand. All right, the timestamps will be in the description box. I'm actually going to be starting with Libra today. I do sort of need to mix it up sometimes depending on things that are going on in my personal life because of my placements. So sometimes starting with Aries is just not going to work best for you guys. So because I need to make sure I'm able to put aside my own personal stuff in order to give you the best collective reading. Okay, so today we are going to start with a Libra, and so we'll get straight on in to that. Libra, how does your person see you? How do they feel about you and this connection? Libra, how does your person see you and this connection, please? Libra, acceleration. Okay, so straight away I'm feeling that for some of you here, your person feels like things are moving too fast. It's not that it's too fast; it's just that it's uncomfortable for them because they're developing feelings very, very quickly, or there's some sort of acceleration of the connection in some way that because I feel like that. It does say on the bottom here, speed up and chase the results that you want. They do kind of just feel a little bit, not pushed, but that you are moving faster with healing and growing situations and resolving conflicts than what they are. So they just feel as though they need a little bit more time here, that you're sort of very quick with movement when it comes to the connection, whereas this person just wants to take things just a little bit slower and allow themselves some more space to think. Okay, Libra, how does your person see you? Libra, how does your person see you? They are, once again, they do feel as though things are just moving. We're moving through phases of connection a lot quicker than this person is comfortable with, or maybe has experience of. It's kind of giving very, very fast-paced energy. The first card we do have is the Whip. Okay, so they do see you as somebody who does have a lot of issues around your self-worth and the way that you speak to yourself and the way that you are in some sort of conflict with yourself, that you do sort of fight yourself on things quite heavily, because we do have the Labyrinth coming through straight after that. So they kind of see this as you keeping yourself in confusion, that your default setting is to feel stuck and confused and lost rather than to see the positives of situations. You do tend to sort of only see the drama and the punish yourself kind of energy and allow that to keep you trapped at times within that. And there is this weird thing here with the Ship coming through as well, that they see you as somebody who is very fast paced, and you do it's kind of like you move so quickly through this labyrinth that you forget which paths you've already taken, and so then you're hitting dead ends, and that's why they're kind of wanting you to slow down and find your direction before you rush into things, because they feel as though you're somebody that, once again, you just rush into things and then you hit those dead ends and wondering why you're feeling lost and stuck, and causing that conflict within your own self. Whereas they kind of feel as though if you just slowed down a little bit, that you could find that direction before hitting those dead ends and save yourself some trouble, I suppose. So they do just see you as somebody who does create a little bit of conflict and confusion within your own self. They do also see that you are somebody who's not afraid of an argument as well. I do feel that coming through there as well. But it's once again, it's that very rushed kind of energy that you've rushed into these arguments without actually thinking it through and thinking through that there might be other perspectives to take into consideration before you sort of jump to an argument about everything. Okay. The ship energy here, it does also tell us that they do see you as somebody who is very adventurous and willing to sort of try new things, go new places. You're very sort of, it is coming through with a bit of a sociable energy as well, that you're kind of, you work the best when you're out and about doing things and being busy and moving forward. That for you, they definitely see you as somebody who, you know, needs to be on the move quite frequently in order to keep yourself going. So a lot of movement coming through, that this person sees you as, you know, somebody who doesn't stop. Okay, Libra, that you just keep on going and you like foot on the gas, full tilt ahead. You know, there's no brakes when it comes to you, Libra. So sometimes I just feel as though that just kind of scares them just a little bit, because they're a much slower paced person than what you are. Okay, so just take that into consideration moving forward, Libra. But make sure you do leave a comment on the video so you can go in the draw for that free personal reading. And we will move on over to our Scorpios. Okay, Scorpios. Scorpio, how does your person see you? How does this person see you, Scorpio? How do they feel towards Scorpio? Soul. Oh, they're very attracted to your soul and your spirit and your energy. Okay, so regardless of what's going on in the reality and the you know, the looks side of things, the physical attraction definitely could still be there, but it's your energy that really draws this person in. Your soul is preparing to reestablish trust in the process. So they do see you as somebody who struggles with trust and offering trust to others. But they straight away, it's kind of telling us that, you know, they do see that that's got to do with you just being hurt in the past, and so you find it really difficult to, you know, open yourself fully and deepen connections with others because of trust issues. So we do see that coming through there. Scorpio, how does this person see you? Scorpio, how does your person see you, please? See, they know. They know. They know that, you know, give it time. We have the time card coming through here. They're feeling very divinely guided to you, that this is, you know, right place, right time. I was supposed to meet this Scorpio. That kind of energy definitely coming through strong, because the next card we have is the cross, which is another spiritual energy here. So there is a very strong sense of divine timing, you know, divine connection, destiny coming through. They do feel as though you are, you know, the destiny that they've been waiting for, kind of energy. That they do also know, though, that it is going to take a little bit of time to get you to open up completely to them, allow them to, you know, trust. But they do see that you're on the right path with that, and they see that your spirit and your soul are in the right place. They do, once again, get very, very attracted to you on an energy basis. Okay, so regardless of what's going on in the reality, the physical, and that sort of compatibility, that it's kind of like they're just feeling, Scorpio, you're my destiny. I'm very drawn to you, even though, you know, for some of you, the reality just doesn't match. And they're really trying to, you know, they may struggle a little bit with, why am I so drawn to Scorpio when Scorpio doesn't trust me? And I really struggle, you know, getting Scorpio on board with this, you know, but I feel like your person is a little bit more on board with this connection than what you may be, Scorpio. So, but they do know, once again, just give it time, and Scorpio will, you know, find that energy within themselves that I already know is there. So they already trust that the process with this situation. They're willing to give it time and patience to really allow you to become the truth of yourself, Scorpio, because they do also see the labyrinth here for you as well. So, you know, they understand that there's a lot going on in the past for you, Scorpio, where you have kind of, you know, I'm getting that song, despite all my rage, I'm still just a rat in the cage. So I'm getting that phrase from that, is it Rage Against the Machine? I don't know, from that song. You know, that they do see that there's a lot of reason to this, and there's, you know, a lot of confusion and things that have gone on in your life, Scorpio, that have made you feel trapped in this maze, made you feel as though there's no way out, there's no way to find your true self. That, you know, every time you do try to find your true self, something in reality throws you off course. And, you know, so they are seeing you as a little bit stuck in the material world. So, you know, you may be somebody who spends a lot of time at work and focusing on work problems. And, you know, when dramas occur, you may seem to sort of get a little bit dragged into those rather than just trusting the process and allowing yourself to understand that there's a deeper meaning to those things occurring. So they do see you as, you know, somebody who is easily, you know, trapped by life. But, you know, they know that you're in the process. Like it's very clearly talking here, a lot of spiritual energy here. This person really does know that you are already in the process of, you know, finding your way out all by yourself, Scorpio. And they know that you're going to find your center, and they know that you're going to escape that maze that reality has created around you. And they just want to be there when it happens. You know, they're just keen to sort of be there to be like, oh, congratulations, you made it. Now we can move forward into our, you know, into our destiny, because there is this such a strong soul connection here between you and this person, Scorpio. Love that for you. That's what we have for you. You guys might actually want to check your person's placement as well. I feel like there may be some self-reflection that comes through watching that as well. But you're more than welcome to check your other placements, of course. Leave a comment so you can go in the draw for that free personal reading. And we will move on over to our Sagittarius. Okay. Sagittarius, how does your person see you? How does this person see our Sagittarius, please? Study. Oh, they're still learning. They're not sure how to perceive you completely, Sagittarius. Even if you've known this person for a very long time, it's kind of giving that energy of, it doesn't matter how much I learn about Sagittarius, there's always more to learn, that I'm never going to stop being excited by learning more about Sagittarius and just studying. I'm getting this strong energy that you may actually catch this person quite often just looking at you like they're trying to, you know, work something out. And that's exactly what they're doing. It feels like they like to observe you, and, you know, they learn more and more about you each and every day, and it really intrigues them and keeps them sort of, you know, obsessed with you in some kind of a way here. Let love show you how to learn from each other. So also that energy there of, you know, knowing that, wow, like, look how Sagittarius did that. How did they do that? I want to learn how to do that. I want to learn how to be more like that. So that's why you do catch them kind of, you know, observing you a lot, Sagittarius, because, you know, they like to study you know, they're committing every little detail to their head here, and wanting to learn more and more and more about you and how to better themselves to be with you as well, Sagittarius. I'm getting a really positive energy there from that. Sagittarius, how does this person see Sagittarius, please? Sagittarius, how does your person see you? Interesting. Okay, firstly, we have the bridge. It's kind of like you're the bridge between, you know, the person that they once were and the person that they want to be. That their connection with you, they see you as the thing that bridges the gap for them, to enable them to really bring out the best in themselves. And there's something about, you know, that they're wanting to sort of burn all those old bridges behind them as well. Something about that coming through here. But they're seeing a very strong connection here, like a bridge between two people that keeps them connected, that they do feel very separate from you at times, though, that you do sometimes keep them at a bit of a arm's length. But I feel like they understand that it's because you're respecting autonomy and independence from one another. They do see you as somebody who needs their own independence, but also needs that bridge to them, that connection, that there is that connection there, and there's this bridge between the two of you that connects you both, but you're still two very separate individuals. You might not like this one, Sagittarius, because we do have the snake energy coming through. So this is giving a few different things here. The first one that is coming through that I said you may not like, Sagittarius, they see you as somebody, I don't want to say they see you as a liar, because that doesn't really explain this, because it's not that they see you as a liar, it's that they see you as somebody who doesn't stop the truth from getting in the way of a good story. That sometimes you might like elaborate a little bit, or not give the full details of something, because you're focused on making the whole story clear, and you don't want to hurt people's feelings and things like that. So they just don't understand that. I feel for a lot of you that they just don't understand that you're actually like just looking out for their feelings and things like that. But they do sort of feel as though that sometimes you bend the truth just a little bit. You pull the wool over their eyes a little bit. It's not coming through as a huge like, oh, you betrayed me, oh, you lied to me kind of thing. It's not like that. Okay, so it doesn't feel that strong. It's just something like, oh, I just wish Sagittarius would just say the truth straight out, instead of pussyfooting around the truth, or only revealing bits and pieces of the full story. But they are aware of that, and they do see that about you. But the other aspect of the snake that comes through very, very strongly with this person is the physical passion. Okay, the desire, the temptation to just grab you and throw you into the bedroom kind of energy. There's a very, very strong physical attraction there. It's like they can't stop thinking about that with you, Sagittarius. And once again with the rider here as well, they do just want to sweep you off your feet and pick you up and throw you, and that kind of energy, that they, it's kind of like, but I just feel like your person here, Sagittarius, is that there's somebody that doesn't actually understand that love is a lot more than just that. That desire and physical attraction. They feel as though that can win you over, and that's good news. I'm still attracted to you physically, and you are asking for more than that. And I feel like this person just doesn't understand that the way that you do, to be completely honest. But they're working on it with that bridge energy coming through. They are working on it, and they are trying to understand, the other ways that they can show you love. But that does seem to be something that they are struggling with a little bit at the moment with this connection, is to explain to you in some way other than the physical desire. So that it's just, yeah, there's something else there, but it's just not wanting to go into it apparently. But there's good news on the way. It's kind of like they can't hide things from you either. They see you as someone that they want to rush in and tell you everything kind of energy, and then study you to see what you think, and they really sort of observing all your minute reactions to things, because they do place a lot of importance on learning from you, and seeing your opinion on things as well, Sagittarius. So you've got yourself an interesting bag of tricks with that one, I feel. But that's what we've got for you, Sagittarius. You're more than welcome to check your other placements, of course. Subscribe. Make sure you do leave a comment on the video so you can go in the draw for that free personal reading. And we will move on over to our Capricorns. Okay. Capricorn, how does your person see you, Capricorn? How do they feel about you, Capricorn? How do they see you in this connection? Barrier, okay. The phrase, it's not necessarily easy, but it might be worth the effort, is coming through. Finding ways around obstacles in order to find happiness. So they do see some barriers here, Capricorn. Not going to lie. And for a lot of you, not to be confronting Capricorn, or maybe I am, but for some of you, they see the obstacle, the biggest obstacle in this connection, as you yourself. Okay, that you create barriers around yourself, and you create strong boundaries around yourself that this person struggles to overcome and know how to get past those barriers that you have around yourself here. Interesting. I'll have a look here with the lenormand Capricorn. Capricorn, how does this person see you? How does this person feel about you, Capricorn? How do they see you and this connection? Firstly, we have the clover coming through, Capricorn. They see you as someone worth taking the chance on, worth taking the risk. They see you as somebody who dives into life head first and doesn't take hostages. Doesn't take hostages, just jumps straight on in and moves forward. This is, that you're someone that's got a lot of good fortune just in general. They see you as someone worth investing in. They see you as luckier than you think you are. It's kind of like they see that you already have so much in your life, Capricorn, that it's kind of giving that they feel as though I am picking up this energy as though I'm picking up this energy of they feel as though they don't understand why Capricorn would be interested in me, because Capricorn can invest in anything they want, and Capricorn can, Capricorn's got luck on their side, and they can, they jump into things head first. And, I feel like this person has a lot of fears. So some of those barriers that they see, in you are kind of actually reflections upon their own self, because of the fact that they're a little bit putting you up on a pedestal, Capricorn. It's a little bit of this mirroring kind of energy coming through here, that some of the biggest barriers that they see are because they perceive you as so much higher above them, and that you're willing to sort of take a hold of life and jump in the deep end. And they have a lot more fear than you do, Capricorn, when it comes to taking chances on love, especially. Um, and they kind of wonder why on earth would Capricorn take a chance on me, when Capricorn can take a chance on anyone. We have the garden here. So there is this fear. It's coming up as a fear. They have this fear that you're going to meet somebody else, that you will go on dates, you will go and meet somebody else, that you're very sociable. You're, for some of you, you may be a Capricorn like me, and you may be sort of very socially present, visible, on social media, things like that. So it's kind of giving this energy of like, they don't understand why you take a chance on them, Capricorn, but they're like, well, if Capricorn's going to take a chance on me, I should take a chance on Capricorn, and just try. Like, it's kind of giving this energy of like, I don't know whether this person has come to this realization yet or not, but it's like that I should just jump in the deep end with Capricorn and just trust that if I'm telling myself that Capricorn is so many levels above me, and they see me as somebody worth taking a chance on, that maybe I should just jump in the deep end with them and trust that they know what they're doing, and trust that they are investing in the right thing. And I'm going to, if they're willing to take a chance on me, then maybe I should be more willing to take a chance on them, and, find a way around that obstacle of this person's fear and self-doubt when it comes to you, Capricorn. I do just feel that this person is kind of putting you up on a pedestal a little bit, Capricorn, because of their own fear and doubt about themselves, their own self-worth. But ultimately, we have the house here. They see you as home, Capricorn. You're safe, you're secure, you're home to this person. You're their family. They see you as somebody that they can build a family with, that you can be their family. Okay, even if that's just you and them growing old together, they see that with you, Capricorn. And you're this safety net that they have of, and honestly, it honestly feels like the biggest barrier that they have here is their own self-worth. And yours as well, Capricorn. I am picking up a little bit of yours. I'm getting this mirroring energy, but I just don't feel as though this person realizes as of yet that you're just as afraid as what they are, and that you're just more courageous in the way that you throw yourself into things. This person hasn't learnt that yet. Whereas you're like, yes, I'm scared. I'm worried it was not going to work out, but you know what? I'm going to give it a go anyway. I'm going to jump in that deep end anyway and just go for it. You're kind of very much like, well, life's too short to be scared and stick to the shallows. So I'm just going to jump on in and try. And, you know, because you, Capricorn, you've got a lot of faith in not necessarily yourself. I'm picking up on those self-worth issues here, but you just have faith that, oh, well, it'll work out how it's supposed to work out. If I jump in the deep end now, I'll either sink or I'll swim. And, you know, cool, let's wait and see what happens. You know, you're willing to take the chances just a little bit more. But I feel like this person is not far off getting to that point with you, Capricorn. I feel like that I just am picking up a lot of growth coming through from this person, a lot of healing, that they're in that phase of feeling like they need to catch up to you, Capricorn. And I feel like they are. I feel like they are actually in the process of doing that on those sorts of things. All right, so that felt very deep, Capricorn. You throw me in the deep end too, right? But that's what we had for you. Make sure you do leave a comment so you go in the draw for that free personal reading. Subscribe, and we will move on over to Aquarius. Okay. Aquarius, how do they see you? How does your person see you? What are their feelings towards you in this connection, Aquarius? Illusion. Oh, Aquarius, they're picking up on your space cadet energy, are they? Aquarius. Avoid the trap of mistaking fantasy for real soul connection. They have concerns. They see concerns with you and with this connection, Aquarius, because of not understanding you enough yet, if that makes sense. You know, once again, I feel like I need to call you out a little bit here, Aquarius, that if you watch the channel, you'll probably hear me call Aquarians the space cadets here and there. You know, you're my alien babies. I love it. I love it. I get along very well with Aquarians. But, okay, now this might just be, you know, my personal experience with Aquarians, but Aquarians do hide a lot of their own truth from themselves as well as from everybody else. Okay, and I suppose that can be defined into, I don't normally like to genderize on this channel, but in my personal experience, it's slightly different with the way that it comes across with the two genders. Okay, so Aquarian men, you are the space cadets because you hide all your crazy, which, you know, we love the crazy. Don't hide it, but you hide it behind a lot of intelligence. Okay, very, very generally speaking here, you hide your truth behind your intelligence, and you put on a persona that you are very put together and very intelligent and rational, when we all know the truth of Aquarius is that is not the case. You're hiding a lot behind that mask. Okay, and Aquarius women, I love yous. I do love you guys, but I need to tell you about something that has happened in my life with actually two Aquarius women. In my personal experience, Aquarius women hide their once again, we're hiding behind a mask. We're putting on a persona that is not necessarily in line with our truth. In my personal experience, I suppose the best way to put it is fallen for two separate Aquarius women that were basically leading me on, in the sense that they were putting on a front of being a certain sexuality that they were not. Okay, so I know that this is not every single Aquarius woman out there that does these things, but you guys don't realize you're doing it sometimes, that you flirt with danger a little bit, all right, and then as soon as the danger becomes real, no, I didn't back off, and then you back off and freak out a little bit because you're like, that's not what I meant. But if that's not what you meant, why were your actions portraying that? Okay, so you do have to be very careful, Aquarius, of the masks that you're putting on. And rather than putting on a mask, just be your true selves, because your true selves is awesome, Aquarius. The truth of the Aquarians that I have known has been amazing. You don't need to put on that mask. You don't need to be what people around you, what you think that they want to be. Yourself is enough, and yourself is amazing. Okay, but you just need to be very aware of the illusions that others see of you. That sometimes people don't know whether they can trust you or not, because they don't know whether it's truth of who you really are or not. That they see this persona that you're putting on, and they know that that's not truly who you are. But if you're not showing them who you truly are, how can they fall in love with that person? You're only giving them the illusion to fall in love with, and that's not fair to you or to them, Aquarius. Okay, so I'm sorry to get a little bit deep there and personal. Like I said, I know that is not every single Aquarian, but you do need to sort of maybe think about the aspects that applies to you. Okay, I'm not trying to be confronting. I'm trying to just be truthful from somebody who's not an Aquarius perspective, all right, and the way that it affects others, and the way that others see you. Just be aware that others do see you as somebody who does put on a mask quite often, Aquarius, whether you're attempting to do that or not. All right, so make sure you're coming from a truth rather than an illusion. But once again, I am sorry. But Aquarius, how this person sees you. It's just, especially, with that illusion card, they just don't know whether this is real or not. They don't know. They're just unsure right now. Okay, Aquarius, how does this person see you? We have the Time card coming through first, followed by the Tower. Okay, so they're trying to be patient to see the truth, to see who you really are, to see the foundation and the core of your being. They're trying to allow time to see the truth of the structure of you. They're trying to see through the exterior of this illusion that they don't even know if it's an illusion or truth. And they're trying to allow time so that they can see through to the center, what's holding you together, and the structure of your being. So they are trying to give you time to show that to them. They do see you as somebody that they need a lot of one-on-one time with. The Tower does talk about isolation. So it does sort of seem that this person does see that they need to spend a lot of one-on-one time with you, like locking yourselves away in a going on holidays and spending a week together in a room together, just talking and things like that, in order for them to see that truth of you. That they're really wanting to explore that a lot more, and really, pry open the doors so they can get to the center and see what's really in there, and just make sure it matches what they think. Okay, but ultimately here we do have the House coming through, so they do see you as somebody that they can safely invest their future in. All right, this is somebody that makes them feel stable. secure in themselves, somebody that they want to start a home with, a family. You know, they see you as a family member already, whether, you know, when I say family, it's like, you know, family is not always blood. You know, family can be that lifelong partner that you live with. And that's kind of how they see you, that you're someone that they want to build a strong foundation with. They just need to, you know, see the truth of you before they actually start feeling at peace within their own selves at being able to do that with you. Okay, so just be aware of that, Aquarius. I'm sorry once again to go so deep and you know, confronting with that message, but you know, that's what was coming through. Okay, but you're more than welcome to check your other placements, of course. Make sure you leave a comment on the video so you can go in the draw for that free personal reading. And we will move on over to our Pisces. Okay. Pisces, how do they see you? Pisces, how does your person see you and this connection? How do they feel towards you, Pisces? Deep. They feel deep. Look at that. Deep. Look deeply within and discover your soul purpose in relationships. So you really make this person look deeper within their own self and understand that, you know, there's a lot more to life than surface level interactions and things like that, Pisces, that you make this person discover sides of themselves that they didn't even know existed. So they want to, it's kind of like they want, I'm hearing the phrase, I want to be dragged down into your depths. So that might mean different things for different people, but they really want to kind of like immerse themselves in the deep soul stuff that you provide to them. This is somebody that feels as though you really bring out a lot in them, and you make them want to be a better person, Pisces, because this is talking about this person now wants to do shadow work to be the best version of themselves for you. You know, that this person really wants to give you deep answers. They don't want to just give you the shallow, oh yeah, da da da. You know, if you say, how are you today? This person does not want to just say, oh yeah, I'm fine, huh? They don't want to just talk about the weather. They want to talk about the things that make their soul throb with you, Pisces. That you bring that out of them. And they really see that about you, that you are somebody who demands deepness. You don't want these surface level connections. You want the deep soul stuff. Okay, so it's strong energy on your end, Pisces, not going to lie. Pisces, how does this person see you? How does this person see you in this connection, Pisces? Deep. Can't make this stuff up, not going to lie. Because the third card I've drawn here is the well, which is deepness, which is diving deep down into the well of your soul. Okay, so, you know, I feel like I've already kind of covered that, but this is wanting to come through and let you know that this is legit. This is legit how they feel. They feel as though you bring them up from the depths of their self, that you are deeper than you may appear, that you've got a lot more going on under that surface, that they want to bring up into the light, and they want to share that with you, Pisces. There's a, you know, a well of information, of soul, of love that they know that you've got hiding down in there, that they want to bring it out in you as well, Pisces. They want to bring it out in you as just as much as you bring it out of them. Okay, so like I said, I feel like we've already kind of covered that energy, but it was coming out once again, just so you know, it is a very, very prominent message for you here, Pisces. The other cards we have here, we do have the Star coming through. Some of you might be dealing with a Gemini or an Aquarius, but we do see the Star coming through. That is, you are their wish. You are their wish. You are their dream. Now I'm hearing that Backstreet Boys song. Goodness, I'm getting a lot of songs coming through. A lot of the time when I do the love related readings, I get song messages all the time. It's like, you are my fire, my one desire. Yes, Pisces. You are the wish at the end of the You know, you're the light at the end of the tunnel. You're the star they want to pull down out of the sky. You are the goal. You are the goal that they want in this life. They have so much hope and optimism that this could be amazing. Okay, regardless of what point in this relationship you guys are, whether you're actually together or not, you are the goal that this person has in mind. You are the wish come true in this person's life. You are, you know, they may even dream about you. Okay, like they may even tell you, look, I keep dreaming about you, Pisces. I keep having these dreams about you, Pisces. We also have the Child. So once again, connecting with that well energy, you're bringing out a lot in this person, and it's not always just the good stuff. It's this connection they have with their own inner child. You bring that out in them as well. Okay, so and that can be a very good or a very bad thing, because you know sometimes, especially if we've had childhood traumas, sometimes those things can come up to the surface and then need to be dealt with. Okay, so or push back down to the bottom, but it's not going to get pushed back down with this energy here. This is stuff that's going to come up, and it's once it's out, and we've got to either deal with it or we get trapped in that cycle or whatever. But you are really bringing out this person's inner child, good and bad, like I said. But they do want to be adventurous. They want for some of you, they want a new beginning with you, and that's the wish, that they want to sort of start all over again. For some of you, they want a child with you. If you know, some of you may already have a child with this person, but for some of you, they want another child with you, or a child with you, because they can just see that, you know, they just want to raise a child with you. It's not so much about, you know, I'm not getting the energy of I want to get you pregnant and I want you to have my baby. I'm getting this energy of, like, I want to raise a child with you, like have part of myself and part of yourself combine into something brand new. So it may not even be a child as a, you know, human. It could be a child as in, you know, pets. It could be a child as in a business that they want to start with you. Those sorts of things as well. You know, but they do want some sort of brand new beginning with you, whether that's a reconciliation for a couple of you here, but some sort of brand new beginning, like a start to a new adventure. They do have a lot of hope with this situation. They do have a lot of, you know, playful, fun desire to just enjoy life with you, Pisces. I am getting a very strong, you know, alongside energy, like a companionship energy as well. So it's very much like, you know, I want to grow a person with you. I want to grow a business with you. I want to grow alongside you. You know, I want to have adventures with you, that kind of thing. Everything with you, Pisces. It's a very much a alongside you energy that's coming through here. All right, so I feel like this person is starting to actually think long term as well, with that well and the deepness there. That they just feel as though, I'm getting this energy of like, how did I think that I could live life without Pisces in it? Even before I knew Pisces, you know, how did I live life without having Pisces, you know, beside me? Like, it feels like a totally different world if I don't have Pisces right by my side. Everything feels wrong and off center if Pisces isn't right there with me. So very strong energy there, Pisces. But that's what we have for you. Make sure you leave a comment so you can go in the draw for that free personal reading. And we will move on over to our Aries. Okay, Aries, how does this person see you? Aries, how does this person see you and this connection? How do they feel about you, Aries? Aries, how does this person see Aries, please? Boundary. Having sensible boundaries is important. This could go both ways, Aries. This person does see that you have a very strong boundaries around yourself. To the point, for some of you, it's not even a boundary, it's a boundary wall. It's like a impenetrable fortress around you here, Aries, for some of you. So they're wanting you to have more sensible boundaries, you know, more realistic boundaries, that you don't need to have this giant big force field around you that doesn't allow anybody in. you need to sometimes, lower the drawbridge and let people in a little bit. But they also have their own boundaries around themselves when it comes to you, Aries, that they feel as though they maybe lack boundaries, because I'm just getting this push-pull energy. So one of you has really solid, strong defensive walls, and the other has not strong enough boundaries, that they don't know how to stand up to you, Aries, that they don't know how to put up a clear, safe boundary around themselves when it comes to you, Aries. So they see you as somebody where there is just a little bit of unequalness in the boundaries between ourselves. And once again, because I'm getting this energy of like combining that this person wants to have a boundary around the both of you, because it's very much like with this push-pull, it's like one has a very strong, scary boundary up here, the other has a low boundary down here. But it's kind of this energy of this person is sort of saying, but if we're both in the center and we work together, we can both have the middle boundary around both of us. So it's kind of talking about, instead of having our boundaries up against each other, how about we join forces and have the boundaries around everyone else in a safe, healthy way, a sensible way. Instead of you being all the way up here, Aries, and having all these high defenses, and me being so low that everyone walks all over me. How about we join in forces and have a sensible boundary around both of us? So it's kind of like this energy of wanting to meet in the middle and wanting to work together towards that common goals. That they know that it's kind of like, well, your highness balances out my lowness. Let's bring them both in meet in the middle. So working together is better here, Aries, is what this person is trying to say with that boundary. Aries, how does this person see you, Aries? Aries, how does your person see you and this connection, please? Aries. Firstly, we have the feminine and the moon coming through. Okay, so that's Cancer energy there. Some of you may have a strong Cancer placement. That they're both very emotional cards. And then we do actually have the mask coming through. So once again, this is very similar. The mask energy is quite similar to that boundary energy. Okay, so and keeping in mind, Aries, that this is how this person sees you. This is not necessarily who you truly are. Okay, because I feel like some of you are going to fight against what I'm saying right now. But this person sees you as somebody who actually is very, very emotional. Somebody who has a lot of emotions. Somebody who maybe struggles with emotional regulation. And that's why you just put up this mask of, because the mask shows us you're covering those emotions up. That you're hiding all those emotions. This person, sees you as somebody who has, all the emotions running under your skin right there at the surface. And you have intuitive abilities as well. This person knows that. They see that about you, that you are very, very intuitive, but you hide behind a mask. You put on a mask. You put on this fake cover of saying, I don't have any emotions. I am not emotional. I don't have intuition. I don't have emotions. I am not nurturing. But you are. That's how they're seeing you. Okay, they're seeing you as somebody who could be, very nurturing of emotion and protective of emotion and open to emotion and sensitive to emotions. And they feel as though that's why you're putting on that mask, because you get triggered easily on an emotional level, and you've learnt to hide the emotions, because with emotion comes the bad emotions, okay? And they see that. They see it right under the surface of you here, Aries, that you're covering all your emotions with this mask of I don't care. I don't care about anything. I don't have feelings. And they feel as though that's untrue, but I'm just picking up that there is a little bit of fear here that this person has here, Aries, that the more that you mask that you don't have your feelings, the more that you're forcing yourself to not acknowledge that those feelings exist at all, and therefore moving into this space where they no longer exist. This person, I feel like this person actually loves this about you, that they want to be someone that you feel safe to express those emotions with. Um, but they really want that mask to come off. They see that mask, and they can see when once again, I'm getting that push-pull energy. So they can see when you're pulling away, and they know it's because it's kind of this energy of, I'm kind of hearing someone here saying that, as soon as shit gets real, as soon as you start feeling something for me, you pull away and you put your mask on and pretend you don't care. And that's hurting both of you. They want to meet you in the middle, Aries. You don't have to release all your emotions, but they want you to start nurturing those emotions so that you can start healing and looking after yourself in a different kind of way, that you don't need to put on that mask. Okay, a lot of you may want to check your moon placement as well, or cross-watch the person's placement as well. Make sure you do leave a comment so you can go in the draw for that free personal reading, of course. But we will move on over to Taurus. Okay, Taurus, how does your person see you? Taurus, how does this person see you and this connection? How do they feel about you? Strength. I'm hearing a song. You hold me up. I don't know the song, so I don't know the lyrics, but it starts with you hold me up. It's like you hold me up. Yeah, I can't sing it because I don't know sorry. The power of love is like a magnet drawing souls together. Okay, so they see a lot of strength in you, and that you don't even see yourself, Taurus. This person sees you as a very strong person that, it's like that song is trying to tell me. It's like they know that they can rely on you to hold them up when they are weak, and that they don't want you to have to do that all the time. They are a very strong person themselves, I feel, Taurus, but they want you to know that they see that in you as well, that they know that well, if anything goes wrong, Taurus can hold me strong when I can't be strong. I'm doing my best to stay strong, but I do know that I have picked a Taurus here that is, just as strong as me. And I feel like for a lot of you, that's exactly what it is. It's just as strong as me. That the strength that you see in this person, they also see in you, even when you don't see it yourself, Taurus. Clarifying this message for you, how does this person see you, Taurus? It's kind of giving too that they know that you have a lot of vulnerabilities, Taurus, and they see how much strength you have at dealing with those things, that and how strong you are at having that softer side and being able to balance that, in the sense of, you're strong enough to have a soft side. A lot of people have to push that away and just be strong, only be strong. And I'm getting that kind of message there as well. Taurus, how does this person see you? And it really draws you to them. Look at that, the strength energy again. We have the Capricorn card, the Mountain. They see you as someone very strong, very, very strong. You're like a mountain. You're very solid in this person's life. They know that you're not going anywhere, that you're strong like a mountain, that you're made of rock, basically. That you're a hard worker, that you're persevering, that you're stubborn when you need to be stubborn, which is, typical Taurus trait, right? But you're able to do the work. If something that you face a challenge that you don't know how to overcome, that you will put in the work to get to the top and overcome that and deal with it, kind of energy, that you're very able and capable beyond even what you won't believe of yourself. They do see, we have the birds coming through here as well. This deck has 2 birds cards, and this is the owls coming through. So they do see you as very wise, All right, that you do worry about things a little bit that are further away than immediate concern. They do see that about you as well, that you do tend to have a little bit of a stress head nature as well, that you do worry about things that maybe aren't an immediate concern, things happening in the future, that you're very worried about the future and what the future holds, and making sure that you sort of have ways of dealing with things when, even if they haven't happened yet. But ultimately, they do see you as somebody who has a lot of wisdom, and it's coming through once again. It's that wisdom of knowing when to be strong and knowing when to be soft, and the wisdom of being able to balance softness with the hardness, that you have both in spades, Taurus. So they really appreciate that about you. We also see the coffin coming through. Okay, so once again, I just keep getting this energy of this person sees you as much more capable than you see yourself, Taurus. They do see you as somebody who is willing to, close the lid on the things that don't serve you, that you're willing to, you're a being of transformation, that you're constantly transforming, you're removing the things from your life that aren't working for you, that don't make you happy, in order to allow that energy to go towards things that do make you happy, and the rebirth energy. So they do see you as somebody who's not afraid to end things that aren't working. So if you're not someone that's going to be stubborn and just keep, going for things that are, it's already over. You're not going to persist with those things, because you're going to actually put all that energy into the things that are going to, make you reborn, and put that energy into new things rather than things that you've already sort of shut the door on. So they do see you as someone who is constantly transforming not only yourself but your life, and the things around you. You're making things better by just being there, kind of thing, Taurus. That you're ending cycles. You're a cycle breaker, kind of thing. And they are very drawn to that strength within you, and even if you don't see it as such, Taurus. But that's what we have for you. Make sure you do leave a comment so you can go in the draw for that free personal reading, and we will move on over to our Geminis. Okay, Gemini, how does your person see you? Gemini, how does this person see you? How do they feel towards you, Gemini? Oh, marriage. First time that one's come out today. The marriage of souls is the union of two divine opponents. All right, so this is very interesting energy. It doesn't necessarily talk about actual marriage. It's talking about union, all right? It's talking about combining forces. It's talking about everything that they see in themselves is balanced out by everything they see in you, that you are kind of the counterpart, that, the things that you're good at are the things that they suck at, vice versa. So it's the two divine opponents. Okay, so it's kind of this push-pull energy as well, where it's kind of like good versus evil. Everything works in balance. Everything works in yin and yang. So you're the yin to their yang, or vice versa. That everything that they are, you are not, and everything that you are, they are not, and together we're completely everything. If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense, the way that I've explained that there. I do have an issue with waffling on sometimes, Gemini. I'm working on it. Gemini, how does this person see you? How does this person see you, Gemini? Okay, so not going to lie, Gemini, we have the child coming through first, and straight away the energy that is sort of telling me to steer towards here is that they do see you as a little bit immature. And that you do deal with things just a little bit immaturely. It's kind of cutesy in a way, though, because it's like they love your sense of adventure and your free spirit energy, and the fact that you're willing to you're looking at the world like, oh, what can I do next? What's the next adventure, kind of thing. They love that playfulness about you, but there is this other little bit of, is Gemini being immature? Is Gemini looking at things naively, and when maybe they should be sort of being a little bit more rational about things. It's a bit of a mixed bag with that one. They do see you as a little bit immature. Okay, but take that as it resonates, of course. We do see the stork coming through for you here. So some of you may be dealing with an Aries, that is, or someone with strong Aries placement. That is the Aries card there. With the child and the stork there, very, very likely that this person sees you as somebody that they want to have children with the stork being the pregnancy card, as well as having the child come through there. That they probably would like to have a child with you, if that's not already the case. The stork, though, they see you as the ideas person. You're the one that comes up with all the ideas. Probably fun, crazy adventure ideas, yeah. But they love that about you. Okay, that you've got a different perspective to what they have, and they love to know your perspective and learn more about your perspective, and they see you as a bit of a, a shit stirrer, I suppose, is one way to put that. You like to stir the pot sometimes, but it's the playful stuff again. They may see you as a bit of a prankster coming through as well, but it's always new, it's always fresh, it's always movement with you. They see that things never get stuck and stale when you're around, Gemini. So overall, it's a pretty positive energy. There is just a few little things, but we do have the key coming through as well. So they see you as somebody who, because of your sense of adventure and because of your willingness to engage in life, that you are somebody who, creates opportunities in your life all around you, that you take opportunities in and take chances a little bit here as well, but that you force doors open for yourself. If there's not an opportunity there, you kind of make it, and that you're somebody who is, on the path to success is coming through, that you are someone that very likely, would be successful. They see you as somebody who has the opportunity to be successful in your life because of how, fun you make it all. Even the hard stuff, you make it fun in your own kind of way. And they really do enjoy that about you. Okay, Gemini. So that's what we're seeing for you there. Make sure you leave a comment so you go in the draw for that free personal reading. And we will move on over to our Cancers. Okay. Cancer, how does your person see you? Cancer, how does this person see you, Cancer? Boundary. Okay, we did see this same energy for Aries. Okay, so some of you may be dealing with an Aries or have strong Aries placements of your own. Maybe your person has a strong Aries placement because it is connecting very strongly to that Aries energy. It does say having sensible boundaries is important. There's something coming through here, Cancer, about limitations, that they're seeing you as the boundary, as the limitation, as kind of like, once they get to you, they can go no further. I'm not exactly sure what that means, but it's kind of telling me that, it's like they might walk for miles and miles and miles, and then they hit this boundary wall, which is you, and they can't go any further than that. It's like you are the boundary, you are the limit, and nothing beyond that. It's kind of like they see you, I am picking up that it's kind of like they see you as the limit for them, like that once they get to you, they don't want to go any further, that they're happy to stay in the bounds of this connection. So for some of you, this is kind of talking about, that you're the be all and end all in this person's energy, that they see you as, now that I've found Cancer, why would I need to go any further? Cancer is where it's at. I can stay here, safe, in this safe zone kind of thing. Because it's showing me like it's like a zombie movie with the boundary wall, and it's like, why would you want to cross that boundary wall to where all the zombies are when I'm safe right here with with Cancer. That's kind of how it's coming through from the universe. But we'll have a look here, Cancer. Cancer, how does this person see you? Cancer, how does this person see you, please? How do they feel towards Cancer? Okay, so firstly, we have the tree coming through. So there is an energy there that does talk about soul connection, about seeing you as part of the family tree, that kind of thing. Just from that there, but it does talk about something about you makes this person want to take care of themselves better, want to grow, want to heal, want to branch out and be more for you, if that makes sense. That they want, there's something about you, Cancer, that this person sees you as, like a warm place, like a safe place to sit and spend the rest of their days just sitting against this tree in happiness and growing and healing. I do get a lot of together energy with that there's this energy of they see you as somebody that maybe does need to grow and heal a little bit more, but they're willing to sit and lean against the trunk while you do that. And there's something about you that makes them want to be a better version of themselves as well, heal themselves as well, take care of themselves as well. They do see you as a very deep thinker, Cancer. We have the clouds and the masculine coming through. So they do see your masculine side coming through here. Okay, so for a lot of you, this is a pairing message to that Aries reading as well. So if you do have Aries placements, I do suggest watching both Aries and Cancer, because they are coming through as a bit of a pairing message here, because we did have the feminine in the Aries message, but now we're seeing that there's a lot more to it than that, because they're seeing you as an overthinker with the clouds there, somebody who maybe does have anxiety or depression issues, somebody who just gets a little bit stuck in negative thought, and allows yourself to sort of spiral out of control a little bit, because you're overthinking things and you're allowing yourself to create even more confusion within your own head. So, going back to that Aries reading, they wish that you would get a little bit more in your feelings and stop hiding your feelings so much, because they kind of know that once you get both on board working for you, that you'll be, a much more divine version of yourself, and a lot more, once again, healed and grown and mature. So I do feel as though that Aries reading is definitely connected for a lot of you here. But the masculine energy, once again, they see you as somebody that is very protective, like the tree is very protective, very, can be a little bit, unevolved masculine can be a little bit chaotic and triggering and controlling. So, there may be some controlling issues here as well, some domineering issues there, but they do see you as somebody who is, willing to stand tall and strong and firm with a very firm hand, take control of situations when necessary and do what is necessary, that you're very rational and logical, in a lot of ways. But once again, we're getting that sensible boundaries are important. So we do need to put up sensible boundaries around when we're, embracing the masculine energy as well as when we're embracing the feminine, because, every person works best in conjunction with both, not just one, not just an unevolved masculine and a divine feminine, or not just a divine masculine. You actually need elements of both to be balanced within self. Okay, so it is calling you to really address the over masculinity here, Cancer, and bring into balance a little bit more of the emotional component, because the divine masculine, it does not come from no emotion. Okay, it's the unevolved masculine that is not emotional. Okay, a divine masculine is actually very, very well aware of emotion and knows when to utilize emotion and knows when to protect emotion. The divine masculine protects the feminine, okay, and takes care of the feminine sides of self. So, it allows a safe space for the emotion to be, for the emotion to exist. So it is still very, very important to remember that masculine does not mean no emotion at all. Okay. Yes, it's very logical and rational, but it's still, logic and rationality, emotion still has its place. Okay. So that's just feeling very important to mention to you there, Cancer. But make sure you do leave a comment so that you can go in the draw for that free personal reading. Subscribe to the channel, and we will move on over to our Leos. Okay, Leo, how does your person see you? How does this person see you, Leo? Leo, emotion. Look into the depths of your emotions. This person sees you as something that brings a lot of emotion out in them, that brings this deep richness of emotion out in their life. Okay, so they feel a lot for you, Leo. There's a lot of emotion here, and to the point where this person didn't even know that they were capable of so much emotion until they met you. Okay, and they really see that you are someone that is, very emotional, yes, maybe, but not necessarily in a bad way. I'm kind of picking up here that this person probably appreciates your emotion in ways that you do not. All right, because they see that as a rawness, a truth of who you are, and not being afraid to have emotion. I just feel like for a lot of you, this person is a little bit afraid to have emotion within their own self. And so they get very overwhelmed by emotion. And so to see you so vividly living emotion honestly, and see that you're just embracing that as a part of life, and you're not getting caught up in hiding your emotion like they may. They kind of like, there's a little bit of jealousy that you can do that, and they're kind of looking at you as an example of what they wish they could be. Even I feel like you don't even think that at all, Leo, because you kind of beat yourself up about your emotion, and you try to hide your emotion. But this person actually really appreciates you being truthful to those emotions. Leo, how does this person see you? How does this person see you and feel towards you, Leo? Starting off with very hyped up energy. We've got the sun on the bottom of the deck there too, Leo. So they do see you as strong and happy. For them in their life, you're a strong, happy element in their life. Straight away, but hyped up. We have the rider coming through first, and he comes in quick, and you can kind of see here on this one, he's all the horse is reared up, ready to gallop off into the future with you here, Leo. They want to come to they get all excited to share good news with you and things like that. They sort of want to, it's like hit the ground running. It's like I just want Leo to be there with me, and I want to tell them all my good news. Everything that goes on, I need to tell Leo. I need to tell Leo, kind of thing. So there's a lot of excitement that's coming from this person when it comes to how they see you. They see you as somebody that they want to share things with. They want to share their good news with, their life with. We do also see the scythe coming through. They do see you as a little bit impulsive sometimes, Leo, with that scythe energy, but they're kind of still in awe about how you make that work for you, because they see you as somebody who you're like, I'll cut things out of my life on a whim. If I'm not feeling it, bang, gone. You'll cut it out. You'll break free. They may have actually witnessed, some of you here. You may have actually shown this person, and they've witnessed you break free from some sort of addiction or something along those lines, and or cutting somebody out of your life. They may have actually witnessed that firsthand. So they do see you as somebody who you're willing to make you got to make the cut in Leo's life, kind of thing. If you don't make the cut, well, you're out on your butt. And I don't want to be that person. I don't want Leo to cut me out. So, but Leo can be a little bit impulsive sometimes. But Leo's somebody that, they demand change. They don't just sit back and allow things to just happen and repeat cycles and things like that. They demand change, and they embrace that change even when it scares them. So this person does actually see you as somebody who is willing to reap the benefit from your impulsiveness. That even when you act impulsively, that you are willing to make the most out of it and reap the benefit and make it work for you somehow. So interesting. We do have the ring coming through as well. They see you as someone who's very loyal and committed. They see you as somebody who is able to, once again, break free from patterns that don't serve you. That you may have literally shown this person, this is how you break free from this pattern, this addiction, this toxic thing in my life. They do see you as somebody who is very committed, though, and loyal and partnership. They see you as somebody that they can have a partnership with, whether you are already in a partnership or not. They enjoy that partnership with you, and they feel it's very like blessed partnership with you there, Leo. So that's what we have for you. You are more than welcome to check out your other placements. Of course, make sure you leave a comment so you go in the draw for that free personal reading, and we will move on over to our Virgos. Okay, Virgo, how does this person see you? Virgo, how does your person see you? How do they feel towards this connection? Cherish. Protect your relationship well, Virgo. This person just wants to do whatever they need to do in order to protect this relationship with you, Virgo. They really do cherish having you in their life and being part of your life. They do really have a lot of gratitude for that, and they cherish you. I am getting a little bit of like putting you up on the pedestal kind of thing, that they I'm just picking up this energy here, Virgo, that it could swing. All right, so if they feel threatened, they could actually be the sort of person that they will do whatever they need to do to protect this relationship. So that can sometimes swing into territory that we don't want to really move into too much, because that's when we get impulsive actions that could be a bit dangerous, or not dangerous, but manipulative as a little bit here as well. I'm just picking up more so, in order to protect the relationship, they're not afraid of using whatever tactic they need to in order to protect this relationship with you. Okay, so just keep an eye on that one, Virgo. It's just popping up there as a bit of a warning, niggling thought in the back of the head there. Virgo, how does this person see Virgo, please? How does this person see Virgo? That you're still going through the process, Virgo. That you're still transforming. Maybe that's why this person's a little bit, overprotective of this relationship, because fear is always the thing, right? But because we do see this coffin coming through first, followed by the compass, so it's kind of like you're kind of stuck on an ending. You're stuck on something that's over in your life, Virgo, and this is how they see you, okay? This may not be completely true for all of you, but this is how this person sees you, that you're stuck on something that has ended, that you're still dealing with the ending of something, the death of a situation in your life, that you're still dealing with that, and you haven't actually transformed it yet into the new beginning, the rebirth. Okay, you're stuck on the death. You're still grieving the death of a situation. So for a lot of you, I do feel as though this is kind of giving stuck on the ex kind of energy, but you're already sort of in some other connection, asking about somebody else. But you are still a little bit hung up on an ex kind of thing. And this is what this person is saying, okay? And because on the rebirth side of that coffin, we see the compass, which talks about finding your true direction, finding your true purpose, finding, a clearer way of moving forward into that rebirth, transforming that thing that is, no longer serving you, closing the lid on that so that we can open back up to, finding a new direction that suits us better, and then giving to that. Okay, we have the flowers there as well. So this person wants to be the flowers. They want to be the flowers. And do you know what? That's why I think maybe I picked up on this manipulation thing, because they are going to do whatever they need to do in order to get you out of that coffin, transform that energy into the flowers so that you start giving to them instead of to the past. Okay? Because they see you as somebody who could be very generous, very giving of your time, your love, your energy, but they feel as though you just haven't got a direction to give to right now, that you're giving a little bit too much of yourself to, something that is over and done with. So they wanting you to sort of swing that around into their direction and start giving them a bit more time, love, energy. Okay, that they want to give to you. Definitely, that's a reciprocal energy. So they definitely want to give to you, and they probably already are giving a lot of time, love, energy to you, Virgo, but they're kind of just waiting for you to swing around in their direction and just give just a little bit more to them. Because this is the way that they see it, that this is very, very possible. And they I kind of feel like that, it's just a matter of time kind of thing. But they do have a little bit of a fear and a concern here, because you do seem to be a little bit stuck on something that has ended in your life here, Virgo. And it doesn't necessarily mean that it's an ex per se. It could be like an old job that you're just a little bit stuck on. Oh, losing that, I lost that job, and you're a little bit stuck on that energy, rather than focusing forwards. So really, all they want you to just focus forwards on what you've got and what you're going towards, rather than where you've been. If that helps make sense. That you're feeling just a little bit lost in the midst of it all at the moment, that you're still going through the process, this transformation within yourself, Virgo. And this person does see that, and they want to sort of do whatever they need to protect this relationship so that we can get Virgo to the flowers, where they start giving to me instead of, the old situation. All right, so that's what we've got for you there, Virgo. You are more than welcome to check your other placements, cross-watch your person's placements. Do make sure you leave a comment so you go in the draw for that free personal reading. And I will see you all again soon.